This is Clarence Hill and Drew Davidson coming to you from the last day of Cowboys OTAs out here at the Star. The good news, or the big news today, is that linebacker Jaylon Smith, the guy that everybody's been talking about since the start of the offseason program, is finally practicing in front of the media for the first time. He missed all of last season, all of his rookie season, with a knee injury from his last game at Notre Dame. He had drop foot, he had nerve damage. The Cowboys have said from the beginning that he's going to play this year. He's going to make an impact. They need him to play. They need him to make an impact. How has he looked?
I think he's looked pretty good. I mean, you've seen him working with Sean Lee and the rest of the linebackers, and it looks like he's sharp, he's quick. And Coach Jason Garrett said earlier today that, Jaylon Smith's a guy who hasn't had a bad day, let alone a bad minute. So clearly the Cowboys have loved his work ethic, especially rehabbing, missing a full year of football. It can be a lonely and time-consuming and mundane process, but he's stayed engaged, and it looks like he hasn't lost a beat, from whatever you can gather from OTAs.
Yeah, time will tell. I mean, this is the underwear Olympics. It's T-shirts and shorts. We won't really know about Jaylon until they start putting pads on in training camp, until he starts playing preseason games. Again, the Cowboys don't need him just to come back and play. They need him to be an impact player. But just the fact that he's come back and play is miraculous to a certain extent, considering the horrific injury he sustained. So him getting out here and doing things, that's a step in the right direction. Yeah,
and like you said, the big question is how it's going to translate into the game situation, whether or not he becomes a Pro Bowl caliber, the top 5, top 10 pick. A lot have had him pegged before the injury, or whether he's, just kind of a middle-of-the-road type linebacker. So, like you said, they really need him to make an impact, especially on a defense that desperately needs to make more plays.
That's been one of the focuses of the offseason program, trying to get him back ingrained with this defense. Another thing that the Cowboys have focused on during OTAs was right tackle. Doug Free is retired, so they moved La'el Collins from left guard to right tackle. He's been there every snap of OTAs. It looks like he's going to be the starter at right tackle.
Yeah, well, in 2 years ago, the Cowboys kind of flirted briefly with that idea of Collins at tackle, quickly moved him inside to guard, and part of the reason was Doug Free was here. But the Cowboys have always thought he could transition to the outside, and Jason Garrett, likes what he's seeing. Chaz Green's another option, I guess, if La'el Collins doesn't work out, but they're fully committed 100% to La'el Collins becoming that right tackle and giving him, like you said, 100% of the work there.
Well, there's no doubt that he's going to work out. I mean, again, will he be Tyron Smith? I don't know, but he's a guy, a former first-round talent who became a free agent because the Cowboys got him as an undrafted free agent because of a questionable off-the-field issue that certainly did not come to bear, and he was innocent from all of that. So, again, the Cowboys have an embarrassment of riches. You already got 3 Pro Bowls, 3 first-round picks on that offensive line in Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, right guard, and Travis Frederick. Now you have another first-round type talent at right tackle. The question is, who's going to play left guard? And really, that's kind of an embarrassment of riches, because let's not worry about left guard when we got so much talent at the other position. You can find somebody to do it. The question is, who's going to be able to do it?
Right. Well, and Jonathan Cooper's the guy who's a first-round pick, hasn't really panned out or played up to that potential, but he's getting looks there. You got Joe Looney, a veteran guy who's going to get some snaps there. So they've got some options, and they feel pretty comfortable that they can plug in. Now, they don't have a Ron Leary type guy that's a starter Cowboy from day one where they can just throw him in there. So it will be interesting to see ultimately where they go guard-wise, but they got some options.
Right. Jonathan Cooper, he's had to play center a lot because Looney's been out, and they're trying to see if he can be a swing guy who can play center and guard. Burt Bell, the guy that Byron Bell, a free agent signing who's played guard and tackle in his league, started at guard and tackle in the league for Carolina and Tennessee. He's another option that could go there. So the offensive line is going to be pretty set, and again, you like what you see so far from La'el Collins. Again, this is the last day of OTAs. They have minicamp next week, and then they have a month off before training camp.